Hello, everybody. It is your girl, Presh. I want to welcome you and or welcome you back to the channel. Welcome to the Precious B channel and the Precious B channel Facebook page. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell button so you never miss a video when I do upload. And don't forget to like and share these videos if you're over here on the Facebook, and click the link in the bio, which will take you to the Facebook. So y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and do a review on all three movies of the 365 Days Trilogy. So first and foremost, we're gonna talk about the first movie. These will be spoilers. This movie been out for like 3 years now, y'all. Okay, all right. So homeboy over here in the corner, the farmer with the goatee, that's Massimo, that's B. The heifer in the middle, her name is Lara, and him on the other side, him right here, this is Nacho Libre. His name for all intents and purposes. The first movie, Massimo, fine self, kidnapped the heifer in the middle on her birthday. Yep, that's right. Massimo kidnapped this heifer. Kidnapped that heifer on her birthday in the first one. Now, mind you, it had something to do with her being familiar to him or something or another. And then his daddy had died. And so he wound up kidnapping her. He was like, "Are you lost, baby girl?" And that was the downfall for me and every other woman who watched this movie. Because we became obsessed with this man. And I was like, yeah, I'm lost. Where we going? I'm like, where are we going? So he kidnapped that lady on her birthday. She didn't want to be around there. But eventually she became complacent, compliant. And, she was fighting him the whole way or whatever. She Polish, she Italian. And by the middle of the movie, they start hunching. And I guess they start falling in love, child. And it was this toxic little love story in the first movie. And then she get kidnapped and it's a car accident. We find out she was pregnant. So they was engaged to get married or whatever. She was excited about getting married to Massimo. She had accepted that, that man really loved her, psychotic and all. So that's what happened in the first movie. Then we get the second one. And they get married. It's more hunching. She lost the baby. Spoiler alert. The movie been out for a year now. Shit. Or two. I'm not sure when the second one came out. But anyway. So, they hunch. They get married. They excited to be in wedded bliss. He get back to being a Don. Because, he in charge of the Italian mafia. And stuff like that. And then in the second movie, we find out that he got a twin brother he ain't told us about. But of course, she didn't know that he had a twin brother. She knew he had a brother she knew nothing about. But she didn't know he was the identical twin until she went around there and saw her man hunching on another woman. Because my man. Y'all know that song about Tamar Braxton. So she go around back looking for her man, and he in there hunching on another woman. Mind you, that's not even her nigga. That's his twin brother. Now, I'm going to be completely honest with you. I'd have went in there and started swinging. Girl, I'd have took them heels off, and he'd have got busted upside his head. That hoe would have got busted upside her head. It'd have been blood on the floor, and I'd have said, now, who are you? But of course, by the time she looked the man in his face, she'd have known that wasn't her husband. Because him and the twin brother, first of all, they had two different eye colors. And the brother didn't have tattoos. They covered up his tattoos with makeup, of course. To do the whole, him and his twin, two different peoples. But still, girl, I'd have been around there fighting. Because, excuse you, I know good and damn well we ain't just got married. And you right here fucking on your ex. Excuse you? What Nivea said? Don't mess with my man. I'ma have to bring it to you. Because, girl, I'd have been beating somebody motherfucking ass. So, after that, she see them hunching and she run out. And then she run into this dude that she met like a couple days ago. Him being a new gardener around there at the mansion. And she like, get me out of here. Like Carrie on the first Sex and the City movie. When she found out Big wasn't coming. Get me out of here. Why do my brain work like that? But anyway, so she go run off with this man to some beach or somewhere. She hanging out with him and his pregnant sister, who was low-key giving flowers in the attic vibes. Because until he said that was his sister, I was like, y'all a little too close for my liking, child. But anyway, so she around there playing house with this man, Nacho Libre, on the beach. And her husband don't know where she at. He don't understand why she done ran off. Whole time we come to find out it's because his twin brother and his ex-girlfriend plotting on him with homeboy. So now she around here fantasizing about hunching on Nacho Libre. Her husband out here looking for her. Don't know where she at, who she with, until eventually homeboy daddy be like, look, we gotta bring her around here to strong arm him and let him be know, like, look here, okay, we know your weaknesses. This is frail heifer. So after that, it's a whole war, all out war between him and his brother. We find out that the brother got mad because he got sent to bye-bye and never land, because you know he ain't built for it, tough to take over the family business and do the things that's necessary. And we come to find out that Nacho daddy wanted to use Massimo brother to basically destroy the family, and it's like, no baby, So of course, spoiler alert, but y'all should already know that Massimo wound up shooting his brother after his brother shot homegirl, and the ex-girlfriend was trying to shoot this one, and Nacho shot the ex-girlfriend. I mean, the shootout scene. So then after that, we get to the third movie, and it's after Lara got shot. She back at the house, and Massimo don't want hunch on her because he don't want break her, you know, because she frail and got a little bullet fragment scar and all of that. And eventually her homegirl tell her, well, maybe if you wash your ass and get cute, he don't want to fuck on you. And so she wash her ass and get cute, and she go around there looking like the bad bitch that she is, and he fuck her in the back room at the little meeting or whatever. And then she go back around to her friends and bitch, you nasty. So after that, we find out that even though she still be hunching on her husband, this bitch is fantasizing still about fucking this nigga. And it's like, girl, what's appealing about him? I don't like Nacho. I guess it's because of the way they introduced us to him. I feel like if they would have introduced Nacho to us a little more trilled than what they did, I'd have been on Team Nacho. But I'm going to always be Team Massimo, psychotic and all. That's babe. And so, in the third movie, to keep this whole busy, Massimo buy her own designer clothes place so she could keep busy. And then eventually, they wind up drifting apart. I don't remember why, but they was started working on my nerve because she kept fantasizing about hunching on this nigga. Oh, I remember, because he asked her, you know how men get, did you fuck him? Basically, he asked, did you fuck that nigga? And she was like, no. And he was like, I don't believe you. And it's like, well, sis, I mean, you be acting different and you be fantasizing about hunching this nigga, and it's just like, you want to hunch on Nacho. Look at Massimo. The fuck? But anyway, so her and Massimo drift apart, and they walk around the house bumping into each other like, what's up? What's up? What you gonna do? And eventually she run off again somewhere for a fashion show, and this nigga show up on some stalker time, Nacho Libre. So then she down there at the little fashion thing, and her and Nacho wind up punching on the beach, and they sex scene was whack to me. I'm sorry. Like, don't get me wrong, it was more sensual and soft than what Massimo be giving, but it was whack. I was like, I don't like none of this. This is too soft and sensual for me. What a hard, rough. Where is that at? He's too soft and gentle for me. In the words of Eddie Murphy, you want somebody to make love to you, you wanted to fuck the shit out of me. Like, what you want? Because I know what I want. And what the fuck Nacho Libre was giving was not it. I want a nigga who gonna fuck me like he hate me. Bitch. Fuck the dog shit out of me, okay? That's why my smoke always be big. Because Nacho Libre was too soft for me. So after she finished fucking Nacho Libre at the beach or whatever, Massimo show up on her ass down there at the fashion thing or whatever, and she was like, look, I need space from you. And he was like, alright, that's what you want, shorty, I'll leave you to jet or whatever. And he go back home or whatever, and she realized that, you know, she don't know what the fuck she want in her life. So eventually she go back home or whatever, and this nigga show up as the taxi cab after he, you know, dropped off or whatever, and told he was gonna give us space. He pop up as the taxi cab driver to take her home, and he in the car professing his love for her. She just like, look, I need time because again, I am married and my marriage is complicated. So when this nigga drop off at the house, her best friend who was standing around there with Massimo cousin or whoever the fuck he was, his left hand, right hand man, she said, girl, bitch, I know you ain't bring that man right here, bitch. You finna die on your. So mind you, it was her birthday and the anniversary of the day they met when he kidnapped her, Massimo. So she done got dropped off by the side nigga. And her best friend like, bitch, you finna die on your birthday. I love you, friend. She was like, I got you a cute bag. That was probably my favorite part of the third one. Her friend was like, I got you a cute bag for your birthday. She said, but if Massimo kill you, I'ma keep it. But if he don't, I hope you like it. I was like, bitch, why is this me? So of course she gonna run there to talk to her husband because again, that's still her man. They're still married, and they on the beach or whatever. And she was like, so what's up? He was like, what's up with you? She was like, so you knew everything. He was like, yeah, I knew everything. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted you to tell me what was up, but at the end of the day, I need to know. You coming home, yes or no? What's up? What's up, baby girl? You coming home, yes or no? I was like, I was ready for him to call her baby girl again. He ain't call her baby girl in 2 movies. So, of course, it ended, on like a cliffhanger, to be continued, if you will, because we're getting a 4th movie. So, I don't know what's going to come out of the outcome of the 4th one, but I'm going to just tell you this. I liked the first one because it was like, it was a different type of storyline. Like, I never knew nothing about some lady falling in love with a man who kidnapped her. Like, that was the intriguing part. That lady got kidnapped on her birthday. Like, that's how they get you. It was intriguing. That lady got kidnapped on her birthday. Sorry for the spoilers if you ain't watched it yet, but the entire trilogy been on Netflix for 3 years. The first one been on there for 3 years, and the other 2 movies been on there for like a year and a half now. So yeah. But at the end of the day, I will say that I love the first movie. The second one was good. I didn't really care for the third one. So if I had to rate it, the first movie is a 9.5, the second movie is a 7.5, and the third movie is a 6.5. All out of 10. But if you and your babe kind of want to watch a little something, y'all ever in the mood and you're feeling frisky, and porn ain't really y'all thing, go watch this. It's like porn, but it got a nice storyline. The storyline to keep you intrigued until the porno parts happen. I mean the hunch, the sex scenes, but it's really just soft porn. With a nice little soundtrack of American and Italian music. I'm not sure who's singing the soundtracks to these songs. Well, actually, I know. Michael Marone, who plays Massimo, he sang, I think, half of the songs on the soundtrack. But like I said, I enjoyed the first movie because I was intrigued by Massimo, this fine psychopath who wanted to kidnap a bitch on her birthday. But other than that, y'all, it was okay. The trilogy was okay. I feel like the first. But yeah, y'all, that is all. That is it for me and my quick What You Watch review of the 365 Days Trilogy. There is, like I said, a 4th one coming out. But this movie not filmed in America, so I don't doubt they'll be affected by the writers and actors strike or whatever the case may be. So I believe this movie should be out probably next year or maybe sometime this year. Who knows? But be on the lookout for the 365 Days 4th movie. I hope it's the 4th and final one. Because like I said, that third one was trash. Like, Nacho was not needed. But then again, I think he in the books. So I don't know. I'm going to have to read the books. I'll probably do a books versus the trilogy review once I buy and read the books. But other than that, y'all, that is all. That is it. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell button. Love you. Bye.